Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features one team who wants to ground and pound. The Browns are top 10 in rushing yards, going up against the Eagles' front seven that will need to be up to the test.
We're just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Cleveland Browns. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now a first carry for Daniel Pumphrey. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
6 yards here to go for the offense on second down. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week, it was a half dozen sacks. And here's one on the opening drive.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gap, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're on offense and you saw that on tape, you got to think to yourself, maybe I'll bring people in, keep them in, and try and protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
So he loses 3 yards there. Now third down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Let's go! Green! All right, man, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field. And that brings up fourth.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
The Eagles send out their punter now. Jabril Peppers is deep for Cleveland. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
To throw on second down, Johnston. That's complete. It's Gordon. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
On first down, Johnston. He'll air this one toward Coleman. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
Here we go now.
Handoff comes to Cook. He finds an opening past the 40. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 on a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Looking to throw. Johnston. A screen complete to Crowell. No gain on the screen there at second down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. From the gun, Johnston. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. To throw on third down, Johnston. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the two defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Randall Cobb, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 4.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And that is incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this third down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Looking to throw on second down. Johnston. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Let's go.
Throwing on first down. Johnston. Escaping the pressure right. A little dump off for Corral. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They run again on first down. Cook. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, black 99, Philly, here we go.
To throw on second down, Johnston. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Operating from the gun, Johnston. And he comes back with one complete. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. First and 10. Johnston. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Now let's go.
Looking to throw on second down. Johnston. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down.
I like what they were thinking on defense. Just guard the first down sticks. Don't let anyone pass that. Didn't matter whether they threw it or ran it. They just ended up rallying to the football on the running play and stopped them short of a first down.
Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And the first play will be a field goal try. This from 54 yards away. And the kick by Gonzalez is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And this is their third drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a second drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. On the run, it's Pumphrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throw left side complete. It's Mack. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a toss play. This is Pumphrey. And that time he's smothered as he's wrestled down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Here we go. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Detroit. Here we go. Detroit. Green 39. Go. Here we go now. Green 19.
Again, it's Pumphrey. And some good tackling there as he's stopped up at about the 41. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green.
He'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And some room to maneuver. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season, it's been a big year, let alone back-to-back weeks. I'll tell you this, I wouldn't play cards against this guy in the locker room.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And out now come the Eagles. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They run with Pumphrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll drop the throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Slot man moves right. They'll run here with Pumphrey. And very little daylight there. They'll get a couple up to the 44.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
They'll run again with Pumphrey. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
All right, here we go.
On first down, Johnston. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Coleman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Throwing on first down. Johnston. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And there he goes again. And he's brought down. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his legs.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Back to throw. Johnston. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
They begin the drive with Pumphrey. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now with Pumphrey. And some room to roam now. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. That good for 22 and a first down.
Dance class, anyone? Did you see the steps between the quarterback and the running back on that counter play? That's what you need for a good counter. You have to have it because you're setting up your blocking. There's a timing element as well, but they have to marry up their steps. Otherwise, that timing gets thrown out the window.
Timing was great there and a big run. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. Back to throw. Ertz has it left side. And that's a big collision. He's knocked backward as they will mark him down right there at the 43. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Now they try the right side here. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
Looking to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And the Eagles are going to go ahead and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. To throw on second down. Johnston to the right side and complete to Njoku. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And now a first down following that long gain. Looking to throw. Johnston toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. On 1st and 10, Johnston. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we have reached. And Larry apparently very brief in his report. Thanks anyway, my man, as we're already set for action. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep. That's caught inside the 20. A big play that time for Cleveland. 53 yards.
Defending a deep route, even when it's thrown on time, is very difficult. But when he's able to maneuver outside of the pocket, that's almost unfair. He's bought extra time. His offensive line has protected him. And now when the ball's in the air, the guy downfield has a chance to make a better adjustment. That's just wrong on every level as far as the defender is concerned.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, Makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
On second down, Cook. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
First down and goal to go from the 7. Back to throw. Johnston. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. David Njoku, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 41 yards. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Over. All right, here we go. Blue landing. Detroit.
Back to throw here. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Second down now after the pass completion.
All right, now, lucky 56. Let's go. Lucky 56. 319. All right, here we go. 319. No. Check.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. The Eagles on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw here. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. So the D-line's going to spread out. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw on second down. Johnston. Timmy Jernigan. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Reeves. A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
On 1st down, Johnston. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Throwing on 1st down. Johnston. Throw left side. Caught by the tight end Njoku. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
From the gun, Johnston shedding the tackle, and they can't corral him. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And oh, it's blocked. Ooh, with a juke. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Here we go now.
They'll set up a throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Here we go now.
The Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. So now on is Caleb Sturgis for the Eagle field goal. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense. Finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. There have been no struggles here for this crew. I mean, they were up double digits at halftime, and they've just expanded that here in the second half.
And it appears there are no answers from the defensive side. I think right now, if I'm the coordinator, if I'm down on the field, if I'm wearing a hat, I've already thrown it. If it's a visor, it's sailed, right? My game plan is down by my feet right now because nothing I've drawn up appears to be working.
Well, he's going to have to find something right now to stop this offense. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. To throw on second down, Johnston. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That one good for 14 yards. And just like that, it's third down. The Browns on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Johnston. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Back to throw now on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And he's got room. There he goes left side. And he does take it in for the touchdown, but a flag on the field, and I don't think this is going to stand.
Yeah, don't put the points on the board just yet.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. He'll look to throw. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Danny Shelton busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some big jelly or something like that.
First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. They'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defensive coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
Off play action. Johnston. And Cook has it left side. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. A give. This is Cook. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Johnston. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Gordon. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Now a first carry for the backup, Isaiah Crowell. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
Looking to throw. Johnston. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
The screen was executed and completed, but where's the worry on the play? How many times is a quarterback going to get hit? Because offensive linemen have to do an acting job of making sure it looks like they're whiffing on blocks. But you got to slow them down a little bit, because if you don't, that's a lot of big guys coming at your quarterback in a big, fast way. And, boy, he can get hurt.
To throw on 2nd down. Johnston. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Derek Barnett, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Back to throw. Johnston. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Caught left side by Cobb. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles. I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Now back to throw. And this is Ertz with it, right side. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's taken down. This will be a Browns sack. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
On the carry, it's Cook. And an alley to run. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Not an ideal spot to be on 1st down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in 2nd and manageable.
Again, it's Cook. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. try and push the pile. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Browns, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And now they get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Eagles...